What's up, guys? Ash and I here. Today we have a cool video in store for you. We're going to be discussing our 4 likes of my Infiniti G37 XS Coupe. I've had the vehicle for about 6 years now. It's been great living with it. And yeah, today we're going to be discussing the 4 things that I've really sort of enjoyed about the car. All right, let's go. Alright guys, so the first like that I've had over the last sort of 6 years of ownership of this car is the design language. So in 2008, the car went from a G35, sort of squared off body. Infiniti then introduced the G37 model, and in that year they refreshed the body. And this is obviously a 2011, but from 2018 to, I guess now 2016, this was the body type and this was the design language, and I think it's just beautiful. Nice sort of soft yet sort of aggressive lines coming down to the front. Obviously this is, you know, it's got the aerodynamic package, it's got the sport package, so it's a little more aggressive at the front, a little more of a splitter. It's got the 2 fog lamps. Obviously the front, sorry, my little boy here, my little boy's running around. Obviously I blacked out the front grille, but just a nice sort of, you know, really aggressive look of the car. Car came with N-key wheels. They were originally silver, and I put on almost the exact same brims, like just all blacked out. Everything is pretty well done here. You know, nice sort of gray calipers. I've been wanting to do those, have those powder coated in red. But nice little sort of nice line straight down the front of the hood. Yeah, but just, you know, sticking to the design language, I think the car it's got some beautiful lines. A nice sort of swooping line down the side of it there. My personal opinion is that this car looks much better in a 2-door. The 4-door just looks a little sort of unproportionate. I think this car was designed initially, you know, by the engineers to be sought after, to be driven in 2 doors. So, all right, guys. So you join me now inside the vehicle for my second like while owning this vehicle, and that's the exhaust note. This car is pushing, as I said before, 330 horsepower in the sport model, 269 foot-pounds of torque. It's a V6 engine, 3.7 liters, and running a 9-speed automatic transmission. But it's also got paddle shift options. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give you some cool exhaust notes, okay? And we'll just follow... All right, so you can hear right there, really nice sort of exhaust sound. Let's go around to the back. We can hear it grumbling. Oh, hello, Ash. Alright guys, so we're in the vehicle here and we're going to go over our third like of this vehicle, and that is the all-wheel drive system and how well this car has been in the snow. So it's going to be really difficult obviously for me to demo anything for you in the snow, as it's you know, pushing into the summer months now of May or April, excuse me. But just to show you a couple little things, This car has a snow mode down here, which when you activate it, what it does is it bogs everything down. So your throttle response, everything becomes just a little more labored. The steering becomes a little bit heavy. So yeah, it just gets everything sort of slowed and more bogged down. And I guess that's to get the driver to sort of, you know, to almost relax a little bit. At least that's what it does to me. It gets me to sort of, you know, I'm not putting my foot into the pedal anymore. I'm not steering really crazy. Everything's just kind of like dumbed down a little bit, which helps you to sort of maneuver the car in, you know, in icy sort of wet conditions. In the winter sort of months when, you know, I'm going up a hill and their car's all stopped along the sides, skinning their wheels, I just kind of zip straight past them, no problem. So, I mean, it's a sports car. You know, in the summer months, I'm able to rip around, you know, at high speeds, and in the winter, I'm able to sort of, you know, I'm able to still sort of get around. I'm able to still keep this as my daily driver. So it's been really good. I think when you're living in New York, when you're living in, you know, Philadelphia, anywhere in Canada, anywhere that's really, you know, is not sunny 24/7, you know, 12 months of the year, you need that all-wheel drive system, and I think Infiniti has done a really good job here. In the 6 years that I've been living with this car, all-wheel drive has definitely been a big factor in me being able to enjoy the vehicle year-round. All right, guys, so back in the car, number 4 for Ash and R's likes of the G37 XS 2011. Number 4 is the overall build quality of the vehicle. So everything from the beautiful leather bucket seats to the embossed stitching in the sides of the sort of, you know, not the headrest but the backing of the seats, the beautiful leather paddle shifters, the chunkiness of the sort of steering wheel. You know, leather all up on, you know, it's fake leather, but leather all up on the sort of dashboard. You know, leather on the side, sort of the side of the doors. The general sort of build quality has been really good. Another example is in this beautiful sort of clock that they put here in the middle of the dashboard here, the digital display. Another thing to note is that in 6 years, none of this stuff is broken down. Aside from like the little sort of trim bits here that are being touched sort of every day and multiple times a day that are kind of deteriorating a little bit. I think that's a natural thing. It's going to happen. Nothing is really sort of broken down. I mean, I've got the sunroof here. These buttons are all pretty solid, right? These things are all still working. You know, everything from the HomeLink system here on and off. Everything is kind of still at the highest quality after, you know, again, 6 years of ownership. You know, you'd think that things would break down here. You know, the leather seating, you know, the bolstering on the sides. I think a lot of people from the 2008 models, you know, to 2010-ish, have had problems with the bolstering starting to, you know, getting in and out. Every time you get in and out, you're sort of pushing on it. It's starting to really wear out, but haven't seen that at all here. Yeah, so, you know, everything from the clock to the paddle shifters to the trim of the interior, to the beautiful bucket seats, you know, the high-end Bose sound system, you know, the navigation and everything's pretty sort of, you know, pretty high-end. Given the fact that this car was, you know, MSRP at the time was 45 grand, 44 grand, you know, with all the bells and whistles. So it's really held up. It's been a really sort of good buy, you know, over the last sort of 6 years. Nothing's really sort of broken down, you know, aside from regular oil changes, you know, rotating the tires every once in a while, you know, keeping your fluids up and stuff like that. This car has been really good. After 6 years, it's still running as if it was basically brand new. All right, guys, so there you have it. Our 4 sort of likes of the 2011 G37 XS Sport. Hopefully you got something out of this video. The last sort of 6 years of owning this car have been a really good one. I recommend this vehicle to anybody I think it's a really, really good buy. As I said in my likes and dislikes, you know, from the exhaust note to the build quality to the all-wheel drive system, to the design language, 4 really, really strong sort of characteristics to wanting to buy a car. This car stands true to all 4 of those. So hopefully you got something out of this video. Stay tuned to my next video. Me and Bentley, my other little bulldog, are gonna go over my 4 dislikes of the vehicle. We're gonna look for some things that we were not too happy with in our ownership of having this car. So yeah, guys, as always, you know, browse the channel, take a look at my other videos. If you feel like you've gotten something out of this video, or if you're in the market to buy an Infiniti or, you know, a sports car, definitely take a look at my other videos and get in touch with me, and I would love to sort of help you out wherever I can. All right, talk to you soon.